My name is Tiresias, a prophet of many, many years standing. I'm speaking from just outside the city of Thebes, near where I listen to the calls of the birds. These birds reveal the thoughts of the gods and, in turn, our fate. It is true, I have predicted much in my time, but there is one prophecy even I would struggle to predict, that a play, written by Sophocles in my own time, would survive the fall of a whole civilization and still be performed 2,500 years later in the faraway land of COVID. What's more, one adaptation would transplant our Greek notions of the theatre and the stage and would instead be performed using laptops and Zoom. First things first, as I am a prophet and my line of work is predictions, I want to take you back to the read-through in November of the year of our gods 2020. At the time of the read-through, what were your expectations of online theatre? What did you think Zoom would be like, and how did the reality live up to the expectations?
I mean, I'd done a bit of Zoom theatre before and it had been dicey. So, I mean, I was definitely expecting not as good as it has been. Like, my expectations have been exceeded.
I think it was just a really nice way to kind of spend this time, because obviously it's been difficult for everyone, and the fact we're all theatre lovers here, we can all still create theatre in these difficult times, I think is really nice.
I was just going to say, alluding to something that you mentioned earlier, Tiresias, about how we have taken this really, really ancient play and made it into a completely different thing in an online format, and just use the tools at our disposal to still make this kind of ancient text relevant and exciting, has been really, really fun experiment.
Well, you mentioned ancient play. That does make me feel slightly old, but Tiresias isn't the vain sort, even at 2,500 years old. It seems there are significant cultural differences between your time and mine, but I'm interested, as a cast, as production, do you notice any similarities between the civil war of Thebes and your current locked down predicament?
I mean, the comparison of Creon with other bigoted, stubborn, large ego politicians and their inability to adapt to a situation when once informed. I think a lot can be said about the Conservatives' response to COVID and their rejection of information and public reception, which you know very well when you were pied, Tiresias. I think the universality of male ego is a great comparison.
Final question. Back to predictions and prophecies again. In a couple of words, how would you describe Antigone as a play, not Gemma?
Revolutionary in multiple senses.
Aggravating, but in a good way.
Chaotic.
Discursive, maybe? Yeah, I think you'll have a lot to talk about when you finish watching it.
Affecting, I suppose, and also I think particularly important for a Zoom play, like really, really snappy, and like so much going on and the scenes come at you wham bam.